So that's what we're going to be making here today. I wasn't going to do a voiceover, but I figured why not? I have nothing better to do. So, that being said, let's see where I go first. Composition. Okay, obviously we need a canvas, right? Looking like we're going to stick with 4K here. 29 frames a second, that's fine. 60s, just not needed right now. All right. Got a nice composition. Let's add some text. Incredibly flawless. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got over here. Just make sure everything's in order and lined up the way that I like it. Already have the right text font here, so I don't need to change it. And if I get silent, you guys, it's okay. We're here. You know what I mean? I'm right here with you. All right. So I'm gonna zoom in. What I did was I clicked on the mask up there at the top left. You can see the masking pen clicked. Once I clicked on that, I made sure that I was selected on the layer, incredibly flawless, down in the timeline. And I'm just going to mask out this path here, because we're going to do the write-on effect. So we need to tell the machine where to write, where to draw out, and where to go next. So I'm going to create the path, and it's going to draw it out just like it was a car on a track. So we're just kind of creating the track here. All right. Try to make sure it's somewhat in the middle of the text. It'll just make for a better logo. Quality is our number one thing here. So, all right, let's speed this up, because I know you guys don't want to. I know you guys don't like me too much, so I'll try to hurry up here. Yeah, I just slowed down that part for you guys so you can see, when it's not connected, how I reconnect it to the next text letter. And if I also go silent, I do have a baby in the background. He's sleeping currently, so he might wake up and, moan a couple times. He's just all over the place in the bed all night, so. Okay, so we finished the first word. We're going to bring the track, if you want to call it, or the mask path. And we're going to take it from the Y to the top of the F where the actual text would start, and then just keep on going. Let me fast forward through this, because you're basically just following the path here. All right. So now that I have that all, well, not really. I see that I and the incredibly. That needs to be, I didn't put a path on the I, so let's see. Let's come all the way around here, and let's have this go in here, just like so. All right. Remember, guys, nothing is hard. Just sometimes things take a little time. That's it. But once you start, doing it often, you perfect it. You get better. You move on to the next challenge. All right, let's see how this is looking here. So we'll go to the effects, apply the stroke to the layer, incredibly flawless, to the text layer. Yeah, let's reveal this on the image so that we can actually see what we're doing here. All right. It's okay. You can see what we're trying to do here. Now you can see that it's a little faint in some areas. So what we're gonna do is increase the brush size a bit, just to make sure it fills in nicely. We get that nice stroke. That nice stroke. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Now that we got that nice stroke, brush hardness. Let me just faint that out a bit so it's not so rough. All right. Okay. So let's see where we want this to start and where we want it to end as far as the path goes. So let's go ahead and keyframe the ending right there. Push keyframe on end at 0. Move the playhead a little bit forward and put the end at 100% so that we can see the write out. Keyframes are shown here at the bottom, 2 dots. That's how long it takes for it to write out. Yes, yeah. Signature, baby. Yeah, I don't know how many times we're gonna watch this. Don't know what I'm doing right now. Okay, yeah, I guess I was thinking. I was like, do I really like that I dotted at the end? Which come on. If you're thinking about something, just change it. You know, if you're second guessing it, like, should I? Just do it. Just start doing it now. So let's go ahead and correct this. Let's delete. Oh, whoa there. Didn't mean to delete the whole thing. Let's get the delete pen, delete mask, delete point tool, and start deleting those off. And I'll have to come here after the Y and have it dot the I. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a couple points in here after this Y. That way my path doesn't go straight to the F and goes and dots the I, and then we'll come back into the F. So we'll click here, bring this all the way over here to the I, like so. You see, put this right here on the edge, and then I'll throw another dot right here. And let's just curve it over a little bit. Yeah. Gotta get it perfect, right? Because, yeah, it may take time to do this logo, but once it's done, it's like, how many times are you going to watch it back? How many times are you going to use it? This may be good for years to come. So let's get it right the first time and take our time doing it. All right. Let's check out what we did. All right, it dots the I, and then it proceeds to stroke out flawless. All right, we're doing something. See, this isn't hard. I don't know who said this stuff was hard. Nothing's really hard. It may be hard to start, maybe hard to get going, but once you start getting going, once you start flowing, that's it, man. There's nothing hard to the human being. The human being can do anything. Remember that. All right, I'm just trying to get the right scaling here. I want it a little bit bigger. Make sure it's filling up the screen nicely. I don't want people squinting to see what it says here. All right. So right now we're creating a new solid. Just for measuring. I don't know why I do this, but this is how I make sure things are centered sometimes. I just create a new solid, and then I just drag the ends out and make sure that the ends of the text are touching, or roughly near the ends of the solid here. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about. All right. So now that we did that, let's enter some new text. Beauty. Fashion. And lifestyle vlog. Go ahead and come here to the character settings and just drop the size a bit. And then I'll move it down. Make this white. Scale this down a bit more. Change up the font a bit. Let's see what looks good. All right, let's go ahead and bring this top end down a bit. I don't want the letters so long looking. Scale it down a little bit more. And proceed to pick out our perfect text. This is already looking good. We're almost done, I think. All right, we're going to make this black. We're going to come up here. We're going to create a new solid. We're going to call this background. I'll just do BR. Okay, I'll spell it out. Jesus. Make it the same size as the composition. Do like a off-white. Yeah. We'll put this under the incredibly flawless text. There we go. That's looking real signature-y. I like that. Can barely see our text under the incredibly flawless though. So let's go over here. Choose a different color for that. See, red. Yeah. I think that pink is in order. want a stroke. There we go. I'm trying to make it a bit thicker, but I don't want it too thick, so I'll put the stroke on it the same color and just increase the stroke size a bit. That looks a little bit better. Yeah. We're coming together, man. And you guys are going to do this even faster than me. Like I said, we're just kind of taking our time and going slower here, but I want to make sure that you guys kind of see, what happens behind the scenes. You know what I mean? I felt like when I was always watching a review, they would just go to the next step, but it was always something in between those steps that I was missing. You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know. I don't do these often. Anyway. Alright, so looks like we're keyframing right now. Just the opacity. I went to the opacity. You can go to the layer and push T for opacity. And I'm just making it so that the beauty, fashion, and lifestyle vlog comes in shortly after the incredibly flawless write-in text. Let's go ahead and change up this background a bit, put a little bit more color. Let's get this thing vibrant. Alright, so on our background, as you can see, I've duplicated the background down there. I just went to the background that we had, and I pushed duplicate, or Command D if you're on Mac. Not sure what it is on Windows, so I don't want to steer you guys in the wrong direction, but just to make another background. And then I went over to the effects under animation presets, and I'm just going to pick one of these presets here. Now if you want to, what I'm doing, you see all those keyframes at the bottom there. If you click on any layer and you push U, it'll bring up all the keyframes. So I'm doing these animation presets, so they're already keyframed, they're already moving, the background's already animated, so I'm just kind of moving the keyframes down there at the bottom to change up the pace of the animation. I like this one though. This one's pretty nice. Blocks. Alright, I like that one. So I'm going to duplicate the background again. Command D. Okay. So with the next layer, the duplicated background, let's move these keyframes in line to where we want them so that we can actually see the animation the way we want to. Not too fast, not too slow, but just right. So let's see what these cinders are looking like. Okay. It's got this little, yeah, it's kind of glowy look. I'm liking that one too. Okay, and you'll see this ripple that I think, I use silk. I think that was the animation preset for that. You'll just take one background and decrease the opacity so that the other one shows through a bit. You could put as many of these backgrounds as you like. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add an adjustment layer. And I'm going to put a glow on this. Adjustment layer affects all layers below it. So you can see the adjustment layer is the blue strip in the timeline. And everything's being affected below it because everything's below it. So here we go. Look at the glow. So that brings in those ripples a bit. Yeah. Ooh. I'm liking this. This is starting to look professional. Alright, so let's see. Let me decrease the opacity of this background right here to 6. See how that's looking. Oh yeah. Play with these numbers on the opacities because it's really going to change the look of your whole composition here. Okay, now I'm adding a blur to one of these backgrounds here just to try to make everything blend up a little bit better and see how it looks here. Don't ever underestimate the blur. Yeah. This is rendering out. Alright, let's see what this is looking like. Ooh, wavy, sparkly. Ooh. It reminds me of something like a hair salon or something. You know, it's getting that hair salon vibe. Yeah, I think that's what I was going for.